Good afternoon. This is Stormcast from Stormcast's Comics Collectibles. I want to talk about Death in the Family, issue 420 of Batman, where Robin dies. Or does he? In the original story of the Death in the Family that most comic fans would know is that Jason Todd dies by an explosion by the Joker. If you didn't know that, I'm sorry, spoilers, but it has been 37 years at this point, so it's not that much of a spoiler. But recently, they put out from the vault the version of the story if Robin hadn't died. Now, the way it worked for those who weren't there at the time is there was a 800 number, 900 number, I believe, in the comic, and you called and you voted for either you voted what you called one number to register him as died, or to die, or one to live. I called a couple times and voted for his death because fan voting was it's kind of a cool thing. So in the end, Robin dies, and we had this great series. But recently, DC the thing about it was they had printed both the Robin Lives and Robin Died issues, and just shipped out the Robin Died issues. Robin Lived issues, they're probably destroyed, recycled, and turned into something else. Well, recently, DC has done this from the vault, where they have released the story of, Robin living. In fact, he doesn't die, and we can see the story of that. It was by Jim Starlin, John Aparo, there, and DiCarlo, who I forget who that. But anyways, the point of the story is they had done both sets of the books, and DC has recently, this month in fact, has released a facsimile copy of the book, as if, well, it's not, I guess you can't really say it's necessarily facsimile because it's the first time we get to see the story, but it's a facsimile as if the book had come out in 1988 when Robin died. So there it is. It's the book. I don't want to reveal too much about it because, some of them were there. I found it interesting that there's not that much difference between the two books. I'm going to say maybe a dozen panels, maybe a bit more, showing about it. But otherwise, the story does have most of the same progression. Starts off the same exact way, Batman looking at there. And then, of course, there's the part where there are the different changes. And, of course, then there's, the ending at the UN and everything, which you get to see. It's kind of nice. It's a moment in time as a what if. Honestly, as exciting as it is to finally see the copy of, again, even though I did vote for him to die, it's interesting to see the story, is, 420 goes the same exact way, and I'm pretty sure 429 is, most search to be there. Looking at it, I'm betting that 429 goes pretty similar to the way it happened there. But my real thought is, I wonder what a 430 would have looked like. That's that would have been the book where, because, it was they had already planned out the story beats and everything. That fourth part would happen either way, Robin living or Robin dying. But 430 would have been in the alternate reality. I mean, the one thing comes about this is, Robin living is he's badly injured, and Batman reconsiders having a partner. Does he need a partner? And eventually, we know that Batman gets more brutal, and Tim Drake becomes the new Robin eventually, because Batman needs a Robin. But I would, honestly, as a collector, I'd be interested in seeing the next dozen issues of what would happen in this alternate universe where, Bruce Wayne is dealing with, Jason Todd, badly injured in the hospital, and his thought about having Robin, does he need a Robin? I admit that would kind of be appealing as a Elseworlds set of stories. I mean, would Jason Todd to put it back on the uniform? Would Jason Todd do something to get himself killed anyways down the line? It's very interesting. But if you are a Batman completionist and you have the Death in the Family and you're interested, you can read what could have been, at least for that issue. And if you are a newer fan, if you're a Red Hood fan, there's an interesting Robin story. Jason Todd. Again, I like facsimile books. They're actually doing a Batman Year One's facsimile books too, which is pretty cool. And I enjoyed this, but it really makes me think that I would love to have seen what would have happened for the next 12 issues. Anyways, this is Stormcast, Stormcast's Comics Collectibles. And you have a great afternoon and keep hunting.